We are here checking out the Nitro Mercy in a 146. This is a women's park true twin. It comes with a cam out camber profile, so you get positive camber in between and under the feet to a early rise rocker on the nose and the tail. And then it also comes with an extruded base. And this comes with a pretty park-friendly flex. It's a 4 out of 10 flex. But I feel like it's a pretty responsive and snappy 4 out of 10 flex. It's not like a jib board flex. It's a responsive flex. The Mercy makes for a great all-mountain freestyle board. You know, it's stable enough and responsive enough to ride all over the mountain with that freestyle mindset. If you like to ride switch just as much as you like to ride regular, if you like to turn the whole mountain into your park, or if you just like to hang out in the park and shred park all day, then that is what the Mercy likes to do. So I got to ride this in some California spring conditions. It was icy in the morning. It went to like kind of softened up, you know, that magic hour. We got about an hour of like really nice, decent snow, and then it went to some spring corn in the afternoon. So I got to ride it on ice in the morning, and the edge hold with the Mercy is really decent. There's no side cut disruption. It doesn't come with the power pods like the Nitro Drop has, but it has a nice edge hold on ice anyway. The positive camber profile really helps to keep you connected to the snow. The semi-stable flex also keeps it kind of stable and reliable in those harder conditions. It's not going to be quite as good as something with like an added side cut disruption, but it does well in most ice conditions. On steeps, it is responsive, it is fun to turn, so it makes nice skidded turns on the steeps. It is reliable, it's pretty stable. It's not like a hard charging steeps board, but you can definitely turn down it with confidence and stability there. And then taking it off-piste, I really like turning boards like this off-piste in trees and in bumps when the snow is not like a powder day. So it is responsive, it is quick to turn, you get enough response to kind of turn through tight moguls or turn around tight trees or make a last-minute decision. You're not completely locked into your decision. If you make the wrong choice, you can always get out of it and redirect your pathway. So it's kind of like that semi-locked in. You get the stability of that positive camber, but it's not like fully locked in to where you have to be on your game all the time. It has a little bit of that leeway there. And then bringing it down to Groomers, you know, the Mercy can carve. It's not like a really hard charging carver, but it has that positive camber profile and it has enough stability to where carving is fun. It's kind of like the dabble carver, and you can ride it switch and it feels just the same as normal. So if you are into riding switch, you know, all over the mountain, throwing some spins, doing some butters, coming out, switch, taking off switch, the Mercy will be able to handle all of that. It kind of likes that all-mountain freestyle personality, side hits, you know, just like natural features. But then bringing it into the park, it is friendly enough for the park, but also would be enough board for a more advanced park rider. I don't think that this is necessarily an intro to park board, but maybe someone who has a few seasons under their belt in the park, and but maybe for someone who's been riding park for a few seasons and kind of has an idea of how things work, then the Mercy could help take your park to the next level. It's got a nice pop for jumps. It's easy to spin. It's easy to land, and it's not gonna be punishing you too much if you land a little off. And friendly enough for like intermediate jib features. Again, not an intro to jibber, but if you already have a little bit of a foundation on how to jib on boxes and rails, then the Mercy is definitely friendly enough to continue that progression on. I would ride this board in the Halfpipe. I didn't get to because our pipe was closed by the time I got it, but I would definitely ride this board in the Halfpipe. It is stable, it has that positive camber, it has a decent edge hold on ice, and it has a nice pop to it. So I feel like it has some good ingredients for the Halfpipe for sure. For powder, it's not going to be the best powder board. You know, it is a true twin, it has that positive camber. The early rise in the nose and the tail are going to help it float a little bit, but it is going to be able to dabble in like the smaller powder storms. It's not going to be the Like, for example, the drop would be way better on a deeper powder day than the Mercy would be. But, you know, you'd be able to, like, float a little better than a board that has a full positive camber profile. And my friend Kendall took this out for a spin as well, so here is their take on the board. What'd you think of this board?
I thought it was really, really fun. It was definitely my style, like just hard and fast charging down the hill. Super good at carving, and you get a lot of energy back from it because it's an intense camber.
Yeah, a lot of camber.
Yeah.
Yeah, good energy, right?
Yeah, it is fun. For sure. Definitely more of a stiffer board. You get a lot of pop too.
What do you think about like off in other like conditions like steeps and ice and stuff? How'd you feel?
I liked it in the steeps actually. We were on relatively smooth steeps today, but it was pretty firm, I would say. I thought it did really well. Like you can make pretty quick turns and close them off nicely.
Yeah.
And still get like that rebound too.
Yeah, it's got a nice connection to the snow, like,
yeah.
And it's stable.
Yeah, it was really stable. Yeah, I didn't ride it much in slush, but in slightly softer snow, it was like I was still getting some energy back and like carving in it. So.
Yeah, you know, I rode it in somewhat slush the other day, and like I feel like the stiffness of it kept it kind of shooting through the slush.
Yeah. I didn't test it in super slush, but yeah,
nice.
I liked it.
What kind of a rider do you think? You said this is your style board.
Yeah, hard and fast, just like,
bomber.
Yeah, bomb the hills. Yeah, and then if you want to like hop off any big drops or something,
yeah,
be good for that.
Definitely. Awesome. Thanks. So who is the Nitro Mercy for? What kind of rider is this for? I feel like if you are an intermediate to advanced rider, if you like to ride switch just as much as you like to ride regular, if you want to get into freestyle riding or just like the feel of that all-mountain freestyle twin, you want a board that can kind of dabble all over the mountain through a freestyle lens, then maybe check out the Nitro Mercy.